wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, nama saya Happy Aprilia. Saya adalah peserta uji kompetensi program profesi guru dengan nomor peserta 201502282121 dan dengan nomor induk mahasiswa PPG 223704210058 dari Universitas Sultan Ageng Tirtayasa. Dalam video pembelajaran jarak jauh kali ini, saya akan mengajar bahasa Inggris umum kelas 10 dengan materi Folk Legend of Narrative Text. Selamat menyaksikan. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Can you listen to my voice clearly, guys?
Yes, Miss.
Okay. What about my picture? Is it clear too?
Clear, Miss.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. How are you doing today, guys?
Good, Miss. Thank you.
Good, Miss. What about you?
I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking. Guys, because this is an online class, so I want you to turn on your camera along our learning activities and related to the microphone. If you don't want to speak up or you don't want to answer some question, you may turn it off or you may mute. And then if you would like to go maybe to the restroom, you may type it in our chat box. Is it clear for the regulation of our class?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, right now, for our attendance taking, I want you to type down at the chat box your full name and also your class. Go ahead. If I can see from the chat box to take your presence in today's meetings, there are 11 students who have already typed down their name and also their class. It means that there is one student who hasn't joined our class. Her name is Graciela Repi, but actually she has already chat me before this meeting started. She said that she is not in a good condition. She got fever today. But that's okay. We just pray that she can get better soon. Can you see my screen there?
Yes, Miss. Clearly.
Alhamdulillah. So for our class today, you are going to learn about narrative text. I'm sure that you have already learned this kind of text, right?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Okay, if you still remember that when you are in the 9th grade of junior high school, you have already learned about narrative text too, but in different genre. Why different? Because at the 9th grade of junior high school, you learn about the fairy tale, and today you are not going to learn about the fairy tale, but about the folk legend. Or in Indonesia, we can say as legenda rakyat. At this meeting, there are some learning indicators that I hope that you are going to be able to get. The first is at the cognitive aspect. I hope that you are going to be able to analyze the social function, the generic structure, and also the language feature of folk legend text correctly after this meeting. And then for the psychomotor aspect, I hope that after this meeting, you are going to be able to modify the format of Indonesian language folk legend video master from the local area. Those indicators of learning are going to apply the methodology of PJBL. What is PJBL? It is project-based learning. So at that method, we are going to create something. But before that, you are going to learn also using the HOTS, or it is the acronym of higher order thinking skill, and also the TPAC, or technological, pedagogical, content knowledge. Why I ask you to apply the PJBL with HOTS and TPACK? Because I hope that at the future you are going to be Indonesian people who are productive and then also creative and innovative. But before we start to enter our learning materials, let us say basmalah together. Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
As you see, guys, here, before I start to play or maybe the slide of our main materials, I used to ask you to do a perception and used to be also guessing something. If at the last meeting I asked you to guess the picture of something, here I want you to guess the folk legend in Indonesia. So for the first slide, the clue is, what is the folk legend?
Balik, maybe.
Oh, balik. Yes, that's good. Move, please. Okay, here we have already discussed about some folk legend from Indonesia. And before we enter our main materials, I would like to ask you to join a pre-test in quizzes. You don't need to be worried, guys. It is not going to like taking score, okay, to give you score. No, it's just for me to know your basic competence in our materials today in narrative text. Okay, I have already shared the link in our WhatsApp group. You may click that link. Who is one student who hasn't joined?
I can, miss. I cannot.
Oh, Salma cannot. Okay, that's okay. Salma, maybe after this class, you may join these quizzes, yeah? Okay, let's just try 10 students that can join these quizzes first. Yes, Alhamdulillah. 10 students of you, except Salma. Yeah, Salma, maybe you have trouble with that. Okay, that's okay. It's just for the basic information for me that some of the students, in fact, that they can answer the 5 questions correctly. We have already discussed about the pretest, and then talk about the pretest, guys. The pretest actually contains of the mind mapping of narrative text, right? And at the mind mapping of the narrative text, there is the social function. Anybody knows what is the social function of narrative text?
To entertain people.
Yes, that's true. So the narrative text is made actually to entertain or maybe to amuse the readers. Or right now, if it is not a text like a video, so it is made to amuse also the viewers, which the story has problematic events in the story, and the character tries to get the solution for the problem. Okay. Then talking about social function, there is also the generic structure of narrative text. Anybody knows what is the generic structure of narrative text? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 4, Mufli? Okay, what are they?
For Miss.
Okay, what are they? The first is
The first is orientation.
orientation, and then the second?
The second is complication.
Complication, and then
Third is resolution, and the last
resolution.
reorientation or coda.
Yes, that's true. So in narrative text, actually there are 4 generic structure. The first is orientation, followed by complication, and then resolution and reorientation or coda. For the orientation, the paragraph is going to talk about the characters and then the place of the story, and if there is the time, you can put the time at that paragraph. Yeah, the paragraph used to be at the first one. Okay, and then after that, the next paragraph used to be the complication. At the complication, of course, it's going to tell about the problems that leads to the crisis of the story. And then maybe like at the end, 1 paragraph or 2 paragraph before the text ended, it used to be the resolution. The resolution talks about the problem which has been solved. The solving, it can be happy ending, but it can also be sad ending. So it depends on the writer or the creator. Okay, and then there is also the reorientation or coda. Actually, for reorientation or coda, this is a kind of optional things. Yeah, why? Because it's not a must. So most of the narrative text doesn't have reorientation or coda actually, but it's going to be better if you create also or put the reorientation or coda at the end of the story that will tell about the moral lesson from the story, but it's optional. Okay, the language feature in narrative text, there are, the first is the tenses. What is actually the tenses that is mostly used in narrative text? What is that?
Simple past, Miss.
Simple past. Yes, that is the tenses that it mostly, but not all of the tenses in narrative text is simple past. Yeah, it's only most of them. Okay, some of them there is also simple present, present continuous, as long as you put that in the direct sentence. Okay, so at the direct sentence you may use the other tenses beside past tense. Okay, it depends on the situation of the conversation. Okay, and then there is also verb. So most of the verbs in narrative text are action verb. And for the adverb of time, used to be used to appear once upon a time, and then one day. Okay, like that. And then the narrative text also used to use when, then, after that for the time conjunction. Talking about the tenses that is used in narrative text, here I would like to just maybe flashback about simple past tense. Okay, so the formula is this. Okay, maybe you can see, and the adverb of time is this one. Then here I also try to give you the example of a simple past tense. Here I have also the flashback for simple present. Okay, you may like read this kind of things after this class. I will share my slides to you. Okay. And right now we are going to enter the reading section. Okay, I would like to share a reading text. Actually, the text I adopt from YouTube, from the video of Dongeng Anak created by Kastari Animation Studio. The title is actually Asal Usul Kota Pandeglang. Okay, but because the video is in Indonesia language, so I try to translate it into English by myself. Okay, and here I have 6 slides from the story, and I want 6 students who is like going to be the volunteer to read the text. Okay, and the other student who didn't read aloud the text, you can do clap and claps, okay, while the reader read aloud the text. Okay, so when you meet comma like this, you do clap, and then when you meet the full stop like this, you do double clap. Okay, can you? Can you? Yes? Okay, so all of you please turn on your microphone first. Okay, unmute that. And then I want one student to read the first slide. Who is going to read the first slide? Anybody?
May I read this?
Oh, okay, Mufli. Okay, let's Mufli to read the first slide, and then the other student, including me, let's do the clap and claps. Okay, are you ready? Yes, go ahead, Mufli.
Okay, Bismillah. Once upon a time, there was beautiful princess named Arum. Because of her beauty, there were a lot of men who want to marry her. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mufli. For the second slide, anybody would like to read aloud the text?
May I read it?
Okay, who's that? Felicia?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Falisa. Okay, go ahead, Falisa.
Because both Prince Sai Baguslana and Prince Junghin wanted to marry Princess Arum.
Okay, thank you so much, Falisa. Let's continue to slide 3. Anybody wants to read aloud it?
I read it.
Okay, go ahead. Who's that? Damar?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Damar. The other, clap and claps, okay?
What had happened to Prince Baguslana made him very sad. But he did not feel hopeless.
Okay, thank you so much, Damar. Next slide. Who'd like to read?
I will read, Miss.
Oh, Shukran. Okay.
Prince Baguslana decided to move to a small village and try to make the huge bracelet there.
Thank you, Suprat. Next slide. Anybody would like to read this text?
I will read it.
Oh, you will read it, Rio. Okay, Rio, go ahead.
Yeah. What are you doing here? Beautiful princess, said Ki Pandeglang.
Okay, thank you so much, Rio. And last but not least, the last slide. Who would like to read?
Putri, Miss.
Putri Hari. Okay, go ahead, Putri.
After finish to create a huge hole, Princess Arum asked Prince Yunihin to pass it at the next day.
Okay. Thank you so much, all of my students. Thank you so much, Putri. Here we have 6 slides, the story of asal usul kota Pandeglang, right? The next I would like to share is the slide for assessment for learning. So I have actually 5 questions, okay, here related to the text, yeah. But before we try to answer the question, I would like to give explanation why I asked the other students who didn't read aloud the text to apply clap and claps, okay, because we have to know that when we meet comma, we have to stop in a few seconds, okay, but when we meet the full stop, the second that we stop, okay, is longer than when we meet comma, okay, so there is like 1 clap for comma but 2 claps for full stop, because the time is different when you meet comma with you meet the full stop. It is longer, okay, the stop is going to be longer, okay. And for number 1, the question related to the text is, what is the best title for the story? Anybody knows what is the best title you think for the story? What is the best title?
The origin of Pandeglang city.
Okay, good, Shufro. Yeah, we can use in English is the origin of Pandeglang city. And then for the second question, who had given the solution to Prince Baguslana problem actually? Who gave the solution?
His teacher.
Yes, that's good, Damar. His teacher. And number 3, the potion could decrease the strength and change the form of Prince Baguslana. Then what is the antonym of the word decrease?
Increase.
Increase, yes. Ini brothers, yeah. Decrease and increase. Decrease in Indonesia, what is the meaning? Anybody knows? Decrease?
Mengurangi, Miss.
Mengurangi. Kalau if increase, it jadi what is it in Indonesia?
Meningkat.
Meningkatkan. That's good. Next, number 4, what is the moral value that you can learn from the story of the origin of Pandeglang city? Any moral value that you can get?
Maybe never give up, Miss.
Yes, never give up like Prince Baguslana, yeah. Any other moral value?
Don't do bad things to other people.
Yes, that's good, Putri Hari. Don't do bad things to others. And then the last but not least question, as if you were Prince Junihin, what would you do when you did not get what you want?
Maybe we can find the other girl.
Okay, yeah, that's a very nice option. So when you don't get a girl that you love, maybe, okay, that's okay. Okay, you can find another one, right? There are a lot of girls, beautiful girls in the world. Okay, what else? Do we need to be a patient man too?
Yes, Miss.
Yeah. So it's kind of like we have to receive what is the destiny from Allah, right? Maybe it's not all what we want is good for us. Okay, Allah knows what is the best for us. If then maybe at the condition is what is it, Princess Arum, and then like didn't choose Prince Chunihin. Maybe that's actually the best destiny from Allah actually. Yeah, maybe Prince Chunihin, it's better to just feeling patient, okay, and then maybe up next he will find more beautiful princess, yeah, if he is patient. But because of Prince Junin is not patient, and then yeah, bad things then get back to him, right? Okay, thank you so much for answering all of the questions. Hey guys, actually here from YouTube, actually I have researched about some folk legend from our province. I found there are 5 videos. The first is what we have already discussed, okay, the asal-usul Kota Pandeglang. Okay, the second one is Legenda Batu Kuwung. And then there is also the story of asal-usul Cikaputrian. And then there is also a video of asal-usul Tanjung Lesung. And last but not least, there is also the story of asal-usul Gunung Pinang. But if I have analyzed from the YouTube, actually there is no folk legend from Banten province who are in the English version related to this situation. I would like to have a project with you all in our materials narrative text. What the project is, we are going to have at this first meeting is the first step is changing the language from Indonesian to English. Okay, and then next week at our second meeting, I want you to record the spoken narration and the dialogue from the video master. But of course, this is going to be in English. And then the next 2 weeks at our third meeting, I want you to edit the video by setting the audio and maybe also adding the subtitle at the text, yeah, at the video. And then at the end of this meeting, the fourth meeting, you are going to present the video that you have already modified from the Indonesian version into English version. And don't forget to also upload the modification video into social media. And to do the project, here I have divided all of you using the application of Lucky Wheel. I have already divided because there is a 5 folk legend from Banten and we have discussed one of them. So there are still 4 story that hasn't discussed. Okay, so there will be 4 groups. And then I have also used the Lucky Wheel to stage which one is the video that you are going to do. For group 1, you are going to modify the legend Batu Kuwung. And then group 2, you are going to modify the asal-usul Gunung Pinang. And then group 3, you are going to discuss about asal-usul Cikaputrian. And group 4, you are going to modify asal-usul Tanjung Lesung. I have already shared the link of YouTube, the 4 video of folk legend in Banten. You may watch that together in the breakout room. Okay, so I will make 4 breakout room based on the 4 group. Okay, wait a minute. you are going to enter the breakout room based on the number of your group. What you have to do there is you need to discuss about the first step, that is changing the language from Bahasa into English. And then if you have finished, I will ask you to tell me the storyline from the folk legend after the discussion. So I will give you 10 minutes to do the discussion. Okay, if you have finished, we are going to get back to the main room. Okay, go ahead, you can join your breakout room.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss.
It seems that Mowgli is ready to be the presenter.
Miss,
Yeah, any question?
jadi kita buat itunya kan alur ceritanya, habis ditranslate alur ceritanya.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Miss.
Welcome. Hi to all of you.
Hai, Miss.
Special room. Have you tried to watch the video?
Diinginkan oleh sang putri.
Iya, ini Miss tadi nonton.
Asal usul Cika Putrian.
Bagi rakyat yang membangkang perintahnya,
Maka si kepala desa tidak segan-segan memerintahkan anak buahnya untuk melakukan penyiksaan.
maka akan disiksa oleh anak buah kepala desa.
Akan disiksa.
Oleh anak
So
anak buah
scary,
kepala.
right?
Complication itu ya.
Iya.
Okay, we have already gathered in the main room again. You have already discussed with your friends related our first syntax. Okay, right now I want the speaker from each group to present or speak up about the storyline of the video that you got for the project. Okay, last but not least, group 4, come on. Who's going to be the speaker?
Me.
Okay, Aliva. Okay, go ahead, Aliva.
Okay, so the title is The Legend of Tanjung Lesung. And so the orientation is start from once upon a time there's a young man named Raden Bulog. Yeah, named Raden Budok. I'm sorry, named Raden Budok, and he was like a traveler. Then one day he dreams about meeting a woman, and when he woke up, he's starting to like searching the woman, and he finally found the village. In the village, he met Sri Pohaci, and they got married.
Okay.
So in the village they have like instrument musical, call it lesung. Like that. Then the complication is Raden Budok too happy to play a lesung music till he forgot time and ignored the counsel of the elders, which prohibit playing dimples on Friday.
Okay.
Which made Raden Budok turn into a monkey.
And then
the resolution is Raden Budok ran into a forest and disappeared. The wife also went quietly from her village. The moral is, I thought we have to like obey the rules so you don't get like upset in the next time.
Yes, that's true. So any moral value? The others, no. That's all. Yeah, we have to follow the rules. Okay, not let ourselves do as we want. Okay, because life is full of rules, right? And then maybe for group 4 also, it's the ending is also sad, right? Yeah, it's the same with group 3. Okay, thank you so much, guys, to finish the first syntax of today's meeting. Okay, inshallah we are going to continue the next syntax in the next meeting, right? So today you have already learned about the social function and then also the generic structure and also the language feature of narrative text. I hope that after this class, okay, you can actually apply the storytelling to your younger brother or younger sister in your house, or maybe if you have nephew or niece, yeah, or maybe little cousin at house, you can do the storytelling to them to present also the story of folk legend from Banten. Okay, so the youngster can know the legend from Banten, not only the fairy tale. Okay, so I hope that you can retell to youngster in your neighborhood about this story, and as we know that doing a storytelling, especially to children before they go to bed, is going to be a good step for their intelligence, because it can like activate their imagination, and it's very good related to the intelligence. Okay, yeah, I hope you can apply that after this class. Okay, so far you don't have any difficulties, right, to do this project? Yeah.
Yes, Mas.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, I think this is enough for our meeting today. Let's close this meeting by saying Hamdalah. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining my class today. Inshallah, we are going to meet next week, okay, in the syntax too. See you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss.